Hello fellow life forms, this is the One Green and we continue our journey in Dragon Age the Veilguard. The last part was excruciating, numbing, I don't know. I have a lot of words, not all of them are in English, for this experience. Yeah, it was a nightmare, because we had a mega boss which were trying to defeat, and since I'm not a person, very keen on strategy or tactics or whatever, I took my sweet time to defeat that dragon. And also Nev is not happy with me because I had a choice to save Minrathos or Treviso, and I chose Treviso. Mainly because it was like a city of civilians, and Shadow Dragons is my faction, and I kind of believed in them. Although it didn't help me much because Nev is pissed, some people dead, Usher is, well, injured to the point of, well, he will be dead, because if he won't be a Great Warden, which is the only cure for it, so he will be dead. So on this nice and gloomy note, let's dive right into it, shall we? Alright, let's talk with Solus and see what he has to say regarding Gillenane and Elgarnau. Mixing up. This is here. What is that? Oh, okay. Some sort of riddle? Actually, before I talk to Solus, let me talk to Varric. Oh, sorry, I forgot where he is. I need some advice from a person who have some jokes for me. Hey.
Don't panic. Things always seem impossible. Just fight one battle at a time.
And, I mean, yeah, totally. Varric, you're the most amazing dude in all of this mess, all of this mess. The thing is, that's the reason I love the second Dragon Age more than... Oh, sorry, I get distracted by... Do you see the carpet, and it's lying uneven on the floor? It's amazing. It's just like this reality touch. Although we are playing a video game. Okay, so sorry. What I was saying was I like Dragon Age the second part more than any of them. I mean, at this point, I'm still not sure about Dragon Age the Veilguard. I like it very much already. Not sure if that is my favorite game of the series, but the Dragon Age the second part gave us these amazing characters like Varric, and they are just, believable, real. As much as I like to see Morrigan, she's a person from a fairy tale, Varric is real. Dorian is definitely real. Realistic person. Yeah. Okay? Let's talk to Solus, Staff of Legends. Ancient elven god of treachery, so basically Loki, but moody Loki.
When last we spoke, you were hunting for followers of Elganan and Gillenane in hopes of finding specifics. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antom are working for Elganan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antom want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
It's more than a promise this time. The Antom and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Antom brought to Treviso. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The Blight. Of course.
The Blight seems to be the gods' favored tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganan would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganan and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the Veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The Veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the Veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
So, best guess, how many deaths? Hundreds? Thousands?
At least. Those deaths would have been on my conscience. But the world would once again be as it should be.
Oh, and here I was worried.
Many would have died, I know. But afterward, flowers would grow again.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I've got enough problems right now as it is. That's one for future Rook to deal with.
Pragmatism. You will focus on the present, knowing that someday you will face the consequences of your choices. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes, we found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganan's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
Then we find one. Next time a blighted dragon comes calling, It'll be the last time it comes calling.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathos. We ought to see what we can do to help. However, there is no telling how long Nev will be helping the Shadow Dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solus?
Trust is such a strong word, you know?
So you don't trust him? All right then.
So, a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do? Let's get going.
Kind of worry about Nav, you know. A bit. Is she still with me? Or maybe really don't know what's happening. At least in Lucanus' handwriting, fresh eggs, smoked ham, smoked trout, onions, garlic, carrots, new potatoes. New potatoes? Okay, cheese for grating, soft cheese for pairing with fruit, peaches, if there are, in from Orlane, walnuts, if I can find any, 2 good reds, and a bottle of port. Sorry, I'm kind of hungry at the moment. Oh, this is so domestic, so nice. Also, I don't really understand what he's trying to cook from those ingredients. Some sort of stew?
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Coffee with the crows. Again, coffee. Alright. So... Actually, Lucanus is kind of living in a pantry? Some sort of pantry. That looks a bit odd. Let's talk with our other companions. Nav is not here. It's a shame. But yeah, she will be in the office for the time being.
Okay, Balara. What's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook! So, we need a Fade expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now, he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Medium dark side.
About, 6?
I see. Balara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fade expert and powerful psychogol.
You will need him.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately, they grow restless.
Alright, so as far as I understand, this is the quest for a new companion. Because I remember one of them being a necromancer, so this is a chance for him to be the new companion.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready.
Can we meet Isabella, please?
I hope someone can. We don't want to fight another dragon without help.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let's check the map. I guess I can. Oh, yeah, I should talk to Davrin. Yeah. Let's try to locate him in this maze. Oh, what's that? Workshop.
Manifestation.
Okay. Let's upgrade something. Increase the caretaker power to unlock further upgrades. How exactly should I do that? Okay. Upgrading your equipment at the caretaker workshop will increase an item statistics. Finding another version of the existing item or purchasing it from a merchant will increase an item statistics while also unlocking new properties. Pursue both paths to bring out your equipment's full potential. Okay. Alright, so for now, it seems like he cannot do that. So, oh, I can rank the shop. Okay, rank up. Can I upgrade it now? Okay. Alright, now we're talking. Okay, cool. Nice. So we can just upgrade the equipped things. Or all of them. We go here. But for now it's There is no reason to. Oh, and I can upgrade the gear for other. Nice. For other companions. Let's do that. Oh, turn. It's a good thing I've been collecting all the stuff I've been collecting to this point. So as you can see, there are materials used for the upgrade. Okay. Let's go. Maybe other dragon won't be deal with.
What? You're hungry? I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant Hassan.
Oh. I guess we're both adjusting.
What's the history between Grey Wardens and Griffins?
Back in the day, Grey Wardens raised them as aerial cavalry. When a blight got going, Wardens rode them into battle. Eventually, war took its toll. They died out.
Then where did Hassan and the others come from?
Way I heard it, someone found a journal a few years back that mentioned a secret clutch of eggs. They'd been hidden for centuries, protected by a ward. Started hatching and out came 13 talkative griffins. Now, down to just one.
Well, a confused griffin should fit right in around here.
Appreciate it. There's no training manual for them anymore.
I guess we'll figure it out together.
Griffins don't trust easily. Lancet and Remy had to work to win them over. They said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum, sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the griffins.
Trouble's our specialty. No shortage of it around here.
I'm getting that. Elgernon and Gillinane. Hard to believe.
Can't be easy hearing that your own gods are ending the world.
Elves have enough trouble. Don't need this on our heads too. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
I know. Our problem around here is we think too small.
Okay then. Good to know the boss can laugh about it.
Not really, but dwelling on things won't help.
What? I told you. It's yams or nothing.
Or maybe you need a new menu.
Such a cutie. Aww. Hassan is just a nice, lovely addition to. Whoa, what you doing? As I've said, Hassan is a nice, lovely addition to the team. Yeah. I don't believe I saw this one before, but with the spines and skeletons and stuff. It looks like, I don't know, a biology class or something. Oh, it's a bed. Nice one. It's a bed. Okay, how shall I? Okay, yeah. Found It's a bit of a maze, isn't it? Okay. Do we have somebody else to talk to? So we talk to Lucanis. Sorry, not to send Davrin, thank you. To Harding. And Bellara. Maybe Varric has something to say, but at the moment, this is alright. Let's... Let's just grab a quest and go with it. So, we have a Dragon Slayer to pick up at the Ravine Coast. If I remember correctly, that would be a Cunari companion. Tash, a Cunari Dragon Hunter, the Lords of Fortune. Or Where the Dead Must Go. Emmerich and the... Sorry, Emmerich or Emmerich? Emmerich? I should listen how others call them. Okay. The Great Necropolis. So these two quests, obviously there is a quest from Lucanis, Coffee with the Crows. And there are some side quests which may be too... I don't know. They may sidetrack me. So if you have time, if you have, I don't know, a mood, then we'll go with it. Like, for example, a slow poison sounds like something that I can do with this quest. So, while I am at the Treviso. Alright, let's help Lucanis and then we go with these two quests. Shame that Neff is not here, but she's helping Shadow Dragons and she is visited me. So, there's that. Bread. You're screwed either way with this one. So, whatever you chose, this is the choice that you have to live with. Basically your adult life. Okay. Let's go with Bellara. For change. I don't believe I traveled much with Bellara. I just love Treviso. I didn't know that would be the location for me. Usually I'm not really good with, I don't know, cities like this. But this one, this looks like, I don't know, some sort of like mashup with Venetia and some more, more southern cities. I'm not sure about architecture, but it looks amazing. It creates this really a bit of ethereal feeling. And there is a crow, obviously. It's the city of crows. Even though they are just assassins. But, I mean, I I just love it. I just love it. I thought Minrathos would be that for me, like the main location where I feel really awesome, but it's just Minrathos is full of magic, you know, and it doesn't really create the. I mean, it's kind of weird stuff to say, but it doesn't create this fantasy surroundings for me, you know, because there is too much magic in the air. All right, let's go there. Let's go through. Not that good, but I mean, still nice. Hey.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan crows.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
The heir to whom? Okay. From the diary of Chance Candid. Okay. Not sure I'm reading that right. Unmistakable, a Venatori lurking in an Antivan crow meeting spot. Coincidence? No. They left as soon as they saw me. Tevinter snakes should not know about this place. Troubling, very troubling. I will see if anything develops before I disturb Deer, Overworked and Viago. But I will also take a post closer to the diamond, just in case. Okay. So.
A journal? About seeing Venatori and crow meeting spots.
Oh, exciting.
Let's dig around some more.
Some interiors look a bit modern to my liking. But then again, we never seen Antiva, Treviso, or anything in the previous games, so it may be, maybe. All right, let's go meet Lucanis at the market. Actually, Lucanis is right here, so a bit awkward.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
That is another quest. So it's not coffee with the cross. Let's go with this quest and... yeah. That would be...
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Actually, I guess this is the answer to my question. What's the crows? Guild is John Tiva.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dothrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Alright, so if we're going with this quest, we need... Sorry, wrong button. Slow poison. Yeah, we need to track that quest. Right. Let's go.
You're new as well, right?
Oh, those famous zip lines. Could you imagine someone like, I don't know, a senior using the zip line, like Caterina della Morte, for example? I mean, this is amazing from the game's point of view, but it's hilarious to think that somebody would use that. So this is like the only way down, right? Or maybe this is the only way for me as a player. Maybe other people use doors.
Keep a grip.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It doesn't seem de winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
Oh man, this is the other quest. Sorry, I guess. Okay, no, guys, let's go. This is the other quest. Oh, I need to. Sorry, I'm at. Oh, I'm so lost right now. Which quest should I go? Should I do first? Lucanis is standing right there, and as far as the map goes, I need to go through him. Alright, so let's do Lucanis' quest. It's just, you know, spend some time with him. Whatever. I mean, the world is not crumbling down under our feet. Yeah, sure.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Café Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here.
More coffee.
Let's try here.
Okay.
Monster bones, really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvian. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here, without the chaos.
I used to think it would never change. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Belara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me, and I was her favorite.
I know that I say that
A good selection.
I won't romance anyone, but Lupin is... I don't know, he comes pretty close to the perfect character. I mean, food. I like food, and obviously he cares for his teammates. It's an amazing thing to do.
Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Yeah. I don't know. When I see food, I just... I think this is the favorite character ever at this point, because yes, he cares about food and how to eat properly and how to eat something really nice and cook. Obviously he cooks, right?
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Okay. This is something like a bit of catching a breath, you know, like just something domestic. Something
Café
nice.
Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Right, tell me about it.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Café Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Oh, I will. I mean, Somebody is talking about food in video games. I'm already sold, you know. Okay. So, a little bit of truth about me. I like both tea and coffee. I'm that freak. So no. Definitely no. So, perfection.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. Nobody's listening. Should we get to business?
There's still the one at table 3.
She just left to follow the waitress.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Varantium.
Sorry, I had this observation right now. So this culture is like a mishmash of something that we have here on Earth. So it's like Venetia, like Italy, a bit like Spain. So what I've noticed is they sort of look and speak like Italians or Venetians at the matter, but they pronounce Sarah as Spanish people would. Like as when you speak Spanish, you pronounce that as S. So, for example, their city Zaragoza is written Zaragoza, but you never pronounce it like that. All right, so Neff could help, but Neff is busy. We go for her and invite. Let's go with Neff. A bit.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Sorry. Okay. I remember what I said. Nope. No romance. But God, it's weird. No, I won't do that.
So are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this fool of Antam when I left.
I can imagine it's a shock.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Okay, I will definitely need some coffee for myself after I finish this episode. Alright, and we have a quest by the crows. which is a slow poison. Let's do that.
Best place in Treviso.
I can't believe this cafe is hidden inside all the crowds and chaos. I love it.
I know, right? Oh, this episode looks a bit gymnastic, you know. And nice. I really like it.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Alright, I don't have much money.
Someday I'm going to see all the faces.
Let's go.
Café later?
Good night for it.
Left the queue to get away from Anton assholes. Now they're here anyway.
Such an atmosphere of place. I definitely I adore Treviso at this point. And you really see the place where Zaron comes from, so you have a bit of understanding of this character as well. Oh, can I pet you? Can I pet you? No. This is his side, so Kunari are not only warriors or something. They can be this. Men in shorts. I'm sorry, it's a bit poor now, man. I'm judging at this point. Okay, let's go and do the quest, shall we?
Why is this butcher always talking? He's got the city. What more does he want?
Don't ask me.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin!
Of course. We've got Anton between us and our clothes.
Let's make sure those Antom have a bad day.
Don't worry, here in Veilguard centers.
You're with the Khan? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Anton! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left! Stop them! They're at range!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
gauge. Just a thought. Of course, he's grave stalking. I mean, Dark, your lead panned out. We've more shadow work for you. The contract is in the usual place across from Thea and Viago. Just follow the marks.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I spotted something on the walls. Earlier, I mean.
Let's go look.
A crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
Just gonna go by without adding a dog or an pet. Oh, I see another mark.
Another mark this way.
Oh, such a nice painting fresco. Graffiti. Graffiti more like it. Just adds to the place, you know? Nice touch.
Wow. Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy.
Here's another crow mark.
And that feels like in town. So, basically, you're not. What's that?
Easy enough.
Oh. It's temporary. Let's go a bit.
As you wish.
Our next crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere.
Contract for a crow. The Butcher of Treviso has employed a poisoner who manufactures Kamek. The recipient of this contract, Darth, is charged with finding this Kamek master in the garrison and ending him. The recipient is also to deal with the traitor who allowed the Antam into the city, should this person become known. Should the recipient fall, their next of kin may claim this contract.
The Butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the Butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the Butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Hang on.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite in uncooked meat.
You know, I've spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on seekers. We are new.
Alright, so his possession is not a possession. Not a traditional one. It's not like ours. Good to know.
Tone it down.
But they are all a bit unique, aren't they?
Take him out, quick! On your left! We're in. Let's find the Karmic Master.
We'll see how it will be with our new Qunari companion, but I really don't care for Qunari. Apart from, the Iron Bull, obvious choice. But their philosophy and, well, basically everything is kind of messed up. Like, they don't care. Not only don't care about anyone else, but they want to.
This voice is forbidden!
Yeah, sure.
You cannot forbid the crows!
Watch your head.
So they want everyone to be converted to Kian, which is not really a good thing. Even if it's choices. I still can fight. Such a nice carving on the floor. I positively like the details. This is an amazing thing.
I can smell you, an outsider. I am will made flesh. So much flesh.
Oh man. To, well, basically everything that Belara shoots at him. So Belara will be our healer. Bunny's, I don't know. This is not the best party for this battle, but we'll see.
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
You made the gift of the gods!
Thanks, Lucanis. Watch your back! can't let this thing out. Karmic Master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.
No? Too early? Journal page in a shaky hand. The butcher rages. Someone has stolen the comic I made for him. I do not know who took it, nor is it my concern. I told him to have the human who betrayed the city investigate the matter. The butcher was not pleased, locked me in here, said I was changed. Let him find another comic master. I have fulfilled my role. The gods grant me another as a river of flesh. Alright.
Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Veilguard need to know they were right.
Such intricate details. I just love it how it all works. Here. Okay. I mean, with the paintings and the wallpaper and everything, it's an amazing thing to do. I mean, people just don't usually appreciate this kind of details in video games because, I mean, they appreciate the whole view, you know, like the whole impression, but they don't really think about how it should have been, I don't know, created in the first place.
You out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I keep track of how many favors you owe me.
Ivenchi is right about one thing. The butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Ivenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor. There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
Oh, here. Okay. Dearest Viago, you may not believe this, but I've learned something about those boorish Antam that may be useful. Send someone when you can, or come by with Dea. I have some new pieces to show. Regards, Mr. Trelia, proprietress of the Trelia Gallery of Fine Art. I hope it's Trelia, and not Trella.
An art merchant has information on the Antam?
Mistress Trella would not waste our time.
Trella.
Visit her gallery and ask her what the Antam are up to.
I promise he's not sending you just for some exposure to Antivan art.
There are worse ways to spend an evening.
Alright, and on this note, let me finish this obviously interesting and quite a domestic episode, and I see you in another one. Bye!